just threw up a graph up here quick of what the graph of square root of x looks like. Notice again, we've seen these functions in the past, but radical function starts at a vertex and just kind of branches out from there. There is no bottom portion of this graph. Remember, functions need to pass the vertical line test in order to be a function. So that's why there's no bottom half of this graph. All right, so I'm going to point that out because that's going to come into play in something I'm going to mention on this next slide. We need to check all of our answers. All right, radicals cannot be set equal to a negative. We can also not end up with a radical or a negative underneath the radical. We're only ending up with real solutions here, a little bit different than our quadratics a few weeks ago. Steps into solving these radical equations. First thing you have to do is you have to get the radical to one side of the equation by itself. All right, just get one radical by itself, that's it. We're going to raise both sides to the nth root. So these are any radicals, we're going to square root both sides. Or sorry, we're going to square both sides. I need to change that. So we're going to square both sides to eliminate the radical. If you have a radical left over, which we will in a couple problems, repeat steps 1 and 2, and then jump to step 4. Solve the resulting equation, check your answers, obviously. So let's jump right into some a little bit easier ones here to start us out. First one, real easy. Radical's already by itself. We have square root of x equals 3. To undo the square root, you just square both sides. We get x equals 9. Our solution checks out. We're good there. Easy one to start us out. Second one, you need to isolate the radical. So we need to subtract 2 from both sides. So we have the square root of 6x plus 1 equals 5. Square both sides. We get 6x plus 1 equals 25. Make sure you square that 5. Whatever's inside the radical just pops out. And then we're on step 4 here. Solve the resulting equation. Just get x by itself. After that, subtract 1. 6x equals 24. 5 by 6. X equals 4. Check your answer real quick. Just make sure when you plug it in, you don't end up with a negative underneath the radical. 6 times 4 is 24 plus 1, we have 25. This answer checks out. We're okay. Now, 3, easy one still. We have 2 radicals though, but both of them are isolated on one side. It doesn't matter what side they're on, but you just need to isolate the radicals. So we go ahead, jump right into it, square both sides. Nice thing here is it just wipes out the square root. So we get 5x minus 2 equals x plus 6. Solve the resulting equation. Do it as many steps as you need. We have 4x minus 2 equals 6. Add 2 to both sides. 4x equals 8. And I hope we see from here that x equals 2. Double check. Just make sure that you don't get negatives underneath the radical when you plug them in. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. We're okay there. 2 plus 6 is 8. Positive 8 at that. We check out. So we're good to go on those first couple of examples there.